Welcome back to our channel. We talk all things IT. Today, we're going to be talking about something a little bit different, but very important. We're going to be talking about how to stay motivated. Now, I know a lot of people, they'll have motivation from the beginning. They'll go halfway through, they start losing motivation. A little past halfway, the motivation is just gone. Some people end up dropping out of school. Some people end up stopping hobbies or stopping side hustles. Now, today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to not let that happen so we can avoid that, okay? One of the first steps is to set clear goals. And what I mean by that is, I don't want you to set a goal saying, oh, this year I'm going to start school and I'm going to go get my bachelor's. No. What I want you to do is, I want you to break it down smaller. I want you to say, 2023, I'm going to start school and I'm going to go for my bachelor's. Boom. That's the broad goal. Then you're going to break it down into another smaller portion. You're going to say, this semester I want to take this class. Now you've got all the classes you want to take this semester. Now I want you to break it down even smaller. And I want you to say, for this particular class, on this week, I want to do this. I want to graduate with this. And so on and so on and so on. Just break it up into as many small portions as you can. Because as you sit there and as you check everything off, you're going to feel good about yourself. And that's going to help you stay motivated. Because now it's not as though you're just looking and saying, oh, I want to get my bachelor's. You're waiting 3 years in and you're like, well, I don't feel like I've done anything. Even 2 years in, oh, I don't feel like I've done anything. 1 year in, oh, I don't feel like I've done anything. That's because you don't have anything to show. Now, if you put your goals down, now you have something to show. And that's going to help you stay motivated. Now, the next one is to be very careful on your backup plans. Backup plans can negatively affect your plan A, okay? So plan B is good, generally, but it's not always good. Keep that in mind. There are multiple studies done in Penn State University where it showed that plan Bs can really, really negatively affect plan A's. So be careful when you're making a plan B. Set your goals for plan A only, okay? Now to give you an example, I want you to picture that you're in a room right now. You're in a room, you're locked in this room, there are deadlocks, there are chains all on the door. It seems impossible to leave through this door, and this is the only option you see. But then you take a look up, you see a vent. Now this vent looks a little more achievable. And that's your plan B. So now you get up there, you try to open the vent's not working, you're struggling with the vent because now you ended up meeting your plan B before you met your plan A. That's where it hurts you. That's where your motivation, your success rate drops. So you need to have your clear goal in mind. Plan A, plan A, plan A, plan A. Go to plan A. Go straight to plan A. If you have a plan B comes after you complete plan A. The next step I can give you is to find your why. Understand why you want to achieve your goal. What are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for family? Are you doing it for the better of your future? Are you doing it to maybe open your own business at some point? Just what is your reasoning behind doing it? And once you figure out your reasoning behind doing it, you're going to be 10 times more likely to keep that motivation through. Okay? The next important step is your mindset. Everything is your mindset. Staying motivated is completely in your head. That's who you're fighting. You're fighting yourself to stay motivated. Because you have to remember, your motivation is fueled by how much you think you can succeed towards that goal. So stay positive. Always look at the positives. Don't look at the negatives too much. Don't let them overwhelm the positives. Okay? I need you to be the glass is half full type of guy instead of the glass is half empty type of guy. Always look for the positive, and that'll really help you stay motivated. And the next one is to stay disciplined, okay? I'm going to be completely honest with you. Motivation is not something you're going to always keep naturally. There will be days where you wake up and you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't want to do this assignment. Oh, I don't want to send this email. Oh, I don't want to do so-and-so. And at those times, that's when your discipline comes in and carries the slack. Carries the slack until you can be motivated again. Okay? So remember, what you lack in motivation, you make up for it in discipline. The next step is I want you to create a routine. This routine doesn't have to be just pertaining to your goal. So the routine on your goal. This routine I want you to create it about anything. So I want you to say, oh, I'm going to wake up at this time every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to brush my teeth at this time. I'm going to brush my hair at this time. I'm going to shower on these days. You really need to set a routine for yourself. Because once you set that routine for yourself, if you're working every day, you have that outburst of motivation in the beginning, and you're just doing that for like 2 months before you lose your motivation. Now you've been doing that for 2 months. So now it's going to be a bit easier for you to keep on doing it even when you have no motivation. And this will tie in to discipline. So all these tips and tricks, they tie in together. So you need to implement all of them in order to stay motivated through and through. The next step, which is really important, is to surround yourself with positive influences. Positive influences, and even better, surround yourself by positive influences who also have the same goal as you. Because now you guys can either compete as friends, even you can compete as enemies. If that's what pushes you, then do it. The next step is, we spoke about it a little bit in step 1, but I want you to celebrate your small victories, okay? Instead of just having a graduation party after you graduate, have a graduation party every semester. It ain't go huge for your graduation, okay? You get A's in the class. Go treat yourself. Go get yourself some new shoes. Go get yourself some Nikes. Go do something. Go to Cheesecake Factory. Do anything that makes you happy. Take a break. Go celebrate what you just achieved, because that's important. And now once you start to celebrate your achievements, you're going to think, oh, I want to achieve something else so I can get a new pair of shoes. You need that excuse, you know what I mean? The excuse always makes spending money a little better, or wasting time a little better. But it's never really a waste if you're doing it for yourself, and it's really making you happy. And it's keeping you motivated towards your goal. So remember, celebrate small victories. The next step is take breaks, okay? It's very important to take breaks. Don't burn yourself out. If you're sitting there and you have 6 hours worth of work, don't sit there and just go through the 6 hours worth of work, okay? What I want you to do is, I want you to go up until you feel like, okay, it's coming in one ear and it's going out the other. Once you reach that point, stop. Take a 30-minute break. Do something you enjoy. Do something to reset your brain. Something that doesn't take brain power. Go look at Reddit stories. Go watch a YouTube video about whatever. Just do whatever you like. And then after those 30 minutes, then get back to it. Then once you get to that point again, take a break and keep doing it like that until you can finish those 6 hours. It'll make it, 1, feel like less work. 2, help you retain more info. And 3, you'll break it up into smaller segments, so now it's easier on you. And stay accountable. Whether you can stay accountable by yourself and hold yourself accountable for when you lack, or have someone who can hold you accountable for yourself. So if they see you're lacking, they're going to tell you, okay? You need to make sure you stay accountable. Excuses are never good. So if you know you're lacking, it's time to step up. And if someone else sees you lacking, it's time for them to step up and say something. So this is why it's really important on who you surround yourself with, okay? So there you have it. Those are my tips and tricks on how to stay motivated. Remember, motivation is a journey, not a destination. Keep working towards your goals and celebrate small victories, and don't be too hard on yourself if you run into obstacles along the way. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay safe.